Hello, and welcome. My name is Michelle Dale. We are inside Virtual CoWorking Space, where we help virtual assistants to level up in their business, lifestyle, and mindset. Inside the morning mindset room this morning, I have something super cool to share with you. It's my little pre-Christmas gift because we are the day before Christmas Eve now. And I'm going to be sharing with you a brand new co-create session. So for the last year or so, I think we started it around February, I'm not quite sure exactly, but for the last year or so, we have been doing co-create sessions on daily accountability. So we set a goal, we think about the things that we're grateful for, we think about a task that we're going to complete towards that goal. It's a very action-oriented accountability session. And I came together because a lot of people said that they needed accountability. A lot of people said, like, I need something that's going to help push me and help me keep on track. So the daily accountability sessions, the co-create sessions, came about because of that. And they are inside Virtual CoWorking Space, inside the members area. And you can go and check it out. And I did like a whole thing. I've got a breathe journal that I've literally been filling out this whole year. We're right at the end now. Fortunately, I have another one that my dear mother brought me and she came to visit last month. And so I'm super excited about still continuing my daily accountability because it helps me focus on the things that I want to create in my life. But I've got something very special for you now that we're going to start doing in 2025. And it's more centered around self-concept and create imaginary sort of work, creative imagination work. And it's something that I've been doing. I do it every single morning. I usually do it immediately when I wake up every single morning, and I do it every single night before I go to bed. And there's two versions of it, actually. The first one is the one we're going to go through in this session, which is about creating your best day. And we're going to do it at the end. So please do that with me at the end. And then there's another one called Creating Your Best Life, which you'll find inside Virtual CoWorking Space. And I wanted to share with you some really key core principles that are inside it here. I'm going to open my notes out because I don't want to miss anything. Key things that are inside this co-create session, which to me are the keys to having your best possible life. And I don't know how or why, but I've really created a lovely life for myself, and I'm so happy with so many things, and I wish other people could experience this same kind of happiness and freedom that I've been able to create for myself in my life. And I can't think of a better way than to help you do that, obviously through my training and coaching and content, but through this specifically. And ironically, too many people are trying too hard to make their life happen instead of allowing it to happen. And what I hope this will do for you is, if you can do it on a daily basis, that the isolated videos of your best day, your best life are inside Virtual CoWorking Space. You can go in and you can check them out each day and listen to them each day. It takes less than 4.5 minutes from start to finish. Like, it's a 4-minute job. And it's all you really need to do, but you've got to fully go all in on it. You've got to fully on board in it for it to work, for it to work in your favor, because it's always working. You're always creating. But what a lot of us do is we create things that we don't like and we don't want and we wish we didn't experience. So I want to help you do more intentional co-creation. This is why I do this stuff on here. This is why we have morning mindset. So that's what we're going to look at today. So before we do the session, which we're going to do right at the end, takes 4 minutes, is I'm going to explain to you what's inside it. So it's a self-concept session, and it's about putting together everything that is your perfect self-concept, because in the end, we all want to pretty much experience the same things, not in details, but in general. So within this, we're covering three core areas, okay, of what I consider embodies the teachings of Neville Goddard and anyone who does law of attraction, law of assumption, Think and Grow Rich, all of that stuff. Dr. Joe Dispenza, he's another one. Who is that other guy? Joseph Murphy, he's another one. Okay, so there's many reality creation teachers, gurus, experts out there. They all talk about the same thing, and this self-concept for me embodies all of it and helps me to create a really good general base to fill out the details of life in daily accountability. Whereas in this one, it's more of a general self-concept. So the first thing is we're going to go through the I am in this. The I am is everything. Who you're being is everything, okay? So a lot of people say, I don't know how to acquire things. I don't know how to get that. I'm really trying. A lot of people in manifesting say, I'm really trying to achieve this. I'm really trying to fix this. I'm really trying to change this. There's nothing to fix or change or do. It's not about that. It's about who you're being. Are you being that person who has it all? I recently was, and I haven't told anyone about this, so this is a spoiler alert, and I don't know if I will go any further than this, but just so you know, I was asked to contribute to a book this year, and it was about love. It was about relationships, actually, and manifesting relationships, because I have this amazing marriage and this amazing relationship, and it didn't come by accident. It really came when I started to really truly be the person that had the most amazing relationship that I truly wanted. And I contributed to this book, and it really made me dissect and look back about how I was able to achieve many, many things in my life. And it was really about the person I was being when I went to do it. When I wanted to manifest a great relationship, I first of all healed the relationship with myself until I got to the point where I really liked myself, and I looked in the mirror and I was happy with myself, and I thought, God, I'm so easy to love right now. And somebody just appeared out of nowhere. When I was thinking about moving and traveling and going to all these different countries, I just became the person that was fearless to do it. To me, a lot of people were like, how are you doing this? And I'm just like, well, I just pick up a bag and pack it and go. It didn't mean anything much more than that to me, but that's how it manifested. It wasn't trying. I wasn't trying to do anything. I just decided I wanted something, and then everything fell into place from that point to make it happen. So this self-concept and what we're going through now, hi Jane, welcome, is very much centered around who you are being. So this is why at the beginning of this session we're going to do the I am, okay? And I'm going to tell you what these are in a second. The next part of it is the I know, because everything comes from knowing it's already yours, okay? As soon as we have a thought, or we have a kind of intention in our minds, or we imagine something in our minds, we have created it. It's done. Okay, there's no reversing that. There's no saying, oh no, I take it back. It never happened. It's done. It's created. Okay, so what we need to do then is always choose whether we want to continue with that creation or whether we want to change it. Okay, so if we choose something or we think of something that we don't particularly want, we choose something else, to move forward with. So the knowing is the knowing that whatever you decide for yourself is going to happen. And the problem is the knowing, you ever had something bad happen where you were like, oh my God, I knew that was going to happen, or I knew the traffic was going to be awful this morning. I knew I shouldn't have gone to that works gig because it was boring. I knew I shouldn't have done that. So we're constantly creating this sense of knowing, but many of us don't do it in a positive way. I knew I was going to be rich. I knew I was going to have perfect health. I knew I was going to be my ideal body. I knew that I was going to be I knew that I would have the happiest marriage in the world, that type of thing. We never say those things. We only say it and affirm it on the negative. So now we have to affirm it in the positive. So the second part of the session is knowing. The third part of the session is feeling. Now, you don't have to have positive feelings to manifest anything. Okay, so a lot of people think, oh, if for sure it helps. I'm not being funny because I've put it in here. But let's say, for example, you look at some of the richest people in the world, right? Are all of them completely happy? No. Many of them will tell you money does not make you happy. It's not the money that does it. It's not the feeling, because many of these people are making tons of money every single day and got fantastic businesses and everything's working out perfectly for them, but they're not happy. So they're obviously not feeling great. They're not feeling good. So they're able to still manifest all this abundance and riches and not feel good about it, not feel good about themselves, just generally not feel good. So the feeling is not what matters. It's who you're being that matters, because these people are acting as if daily, I'm brilliant in business. Okay, bam, here's a great business and here's lots of money, and how do you feel about that? You know, so it's never about the feeling. But for me, whenever I can step into a feeling, I can step into the being. And that's the end goal. That's what we want to primarily achieve. So I have included feeling inside this session. And it's repetitive. And I tell you why it's repetitive, because you have to ingrain this into you. You have to ingrain it and embody it. So you wake up in the morning and you just start naturally saying these things to yourself. I do it all the time. I am love. I'm perfection. I'm healthy. I'm wealthy. I'm abundant. I'm just like I'm on a loop here now, you know, constantly, because that's what I want to choose. Okay, I have this belief that we are all here to just simply have an experience. You know, we're much greater beings and we're here to experience. And then we create all these experiences that we say, well, I don't like that. And you say, okay, well, I've experienced it. Great. I don't choose it. Let's move on now. But unfortunately, we stay stuck in the loop of choosing the same things over and over again, because we create these patterns of thinking and who we're being. We end up repeatedly being the same person. And you say, well, I'll never change. I can't change. Yes, you can. You just haven't chosen it. Okay, anyone can do anything. So it's about, I am is the being. The most important thing, I know, is the assumption, is the complete and utter awareness that it's done and dusted and it's yours because you've decided it. And then the feeling is about I love. Whenever I want to get into a feeling, and I don't want to feel like I'm kidding myself. Sometimes when I say I am, and I'm not that yet, I feel like I'm kidding myself. And then when I say I love, because I know I truly want to be that, and that's how I want to feel, then it doesn't feel like kidding myself, and I can step into that being. Okay, so that's what this is all about. And then at the end of it, we're going to do visualization and gratitude, and we're done. Okay, so we see it happening. We see our great brilliant day. And there was a session I did, a week session I did on, I can't remember the exact name of the session, but it was really about who you're being, right? And who you're stepping into, and having that feeling of it's already done. And the gratitude part of this is when you feel gratitude for something, it's like, oh, thank God that happened. You know, you feel grateful for it. I'm so grateful that happened. This is about stepping into the next level and remembering your future. Not just remembering the past, but remembering things how you want them to be. And that includes the creation acts of the future. So this is what this is all about. If you just do this every day and you embody it and you make it yours, it's going to become you. You are going to become this. So what are the affirmations inside this session? Well, first of all, I'm source and there is no other. Everything comes from you. You have to take full personal responsibility for everything in your life, everything that you've created for yourself, okay? There are people who just live very blissful lives. They go through life avoiding all the trauma and drama and everything like that. Or if it does come in, they're very well equipped to handle it and move on from it. Okay? So this is where you understanding that you're the source, call it what you will, higher self, God, universe, whatever. It's you, you're the source. Okay? Everything comes from you. Everything comes out from you. It's a projection, a reflection, whatever you want to call it. Then you say there is no other, because you have to take full responsibility for who am I being, what am I creating, what am I thinking right now, how is this going to impact my life if I just keep focusing on negative things all the time and affirming negative things all the time? How is that going to impact my life? And I'm responsible for that. So I'm source, there is no other. Then we go into safety and security. Okay, that's really the be all and end all of all of this. You know, when I sat down and thought to myself, like, about who I'm being and what I truly want in my life, right? There are moments of time where I've just felt so safe and so secure, and those are the most almost vanilla moments of my life, but they're the best moments of my life. When I know I'm safe and I'm secure. Like, nothing can touch me. Like, I'm not afraid of anything. I can do anything because I feel safe and secure within myself. Okay, so that's why I put that in here. Then we have happy and loved. We all want to be happy. Happiness to me is the ultimate manifestation, and it does a lot come from love. Happiness really does stem from love, from loving yourself, from loving other people, from loving the world, from loving what you do, from everything, you know, loving showing up to work every day, loving life. Happiness comes from that. So happy and loved, okay? And this is, I'm telling you all this because I want you to feel into these things when you do this concept every day. Then we have healthy and beautiful. We all want to be healthy. If we don't have our health, we don't have anything. It's like you know, that thing that keeps going around and around. You know, like, when we're healthy, we can do more, we can be more, we can have more, we can act more, we can, you know, it's just a beautiful thing to be healthy. So I've teamed up healthy with beautiful, and I do not mean a conceited vanity in beautiful, but to feel beautiful in your own skin as you are, just as you are now. It's not an idealization of who you should be and what you should look like, or what you wish you had but you don't. It's about full acceptance of your own beauty in your skin right now, and just knowing that if you want to change anything about yourself, that's possible to do that. Then wealthy and successful. Okay, we all want to be successful in what we're doing, whatever that is. And we all need money. You know, money makes the world go round, apparently. But we all need to understand how to attract wealth into our lives. We attract it by being the person who's wealthy and assuming it's going to come in and feeling great about that. Don't have to feel great, but to me, it helps. And so wealthy and successful, business, career, however you want to look at it. Blessed with unlimited abundance. This is a big one for me because abundance comes in many, many forms. Abundance is all of this. So an abundance of safety and security, an abundance of happiness and love, an abundance of health and beauty, an abundance of wealth and success. I'm blessed with unlimited abundance. And then the final affirmation inside it is everything always works out for me. Because that is the ultimate. I don't have to, whatever I do or do not do, everything always works out for me. Whatever I think or do not think, everything always works out for me. And then finally, we do a visualization of the day. So you start to think about the next 24 hours from where you are now over the next 24 hours. And you start to think about all the things that you have to do, where you have to be, the people you have to meet, the events that are going to happen in your life. And you start to then make decisions and choose what's going to happen. Oh, I have a meeting with a client. Well, that's going to go fantastic. They're probably going to want to renew their package. I'll imagine that. I've got a new potential client consultation. Well, that's going to go fantastic. And I'm going to have a new client today. Yay. I'm going to meet up with friends later. Well, that's going to be fun, and we're going to have a great time. And then I'm coming home to my spouse later, or my partner. Well, that's going to be great because we're going to have a cozy night in, whatever. So, it's like you decide, make it happen. This is why we call it co-create. We're in virtual co-working space, and we are creating our day, our life, our business. Okay, we do it with our mindset. So that's where it all comes out. So you imagine the next 24 hours working out perfectly for you. What do you want to create in it? Okay, whatever that is. Imagine, even if you just imagine someone handing you a bunch of flowers, okay? Maybe it doesn't happen that day, but believe me, it will happen. One day, somebody will just hand you a bunch of flowers and you'll be like, oh yeah, I did that Tuesday. That's just how it works. Okay, so this is what we're going to embody in our brand new self-concept session. And then this carries through in every area of your life. Okay, so not just your business, but in your relationships, in how you show up in the world, in how you feel about yourself, in everything. So intentionally start to really create your life and do it through this. This is all you need, but you need to fully go all in. Okay, so a lot of people will say, okay, well, I'm writing down that I have this and I have that and I have money, but they're not being the person that has it. And that's where the disconnect comes in. So this is about constantly reminding yourself to be the person that already has it, to feel the feelings of the person that already has it, to know that you already have it, even if you can't see it, even if your outside world tells you something different. Okay, well, I'm saying I'm abundant and I don't have money in my bank. You're still abundant. Stay with it. Just because you cannot see it right now does not mean to say it's not there. It's unfolding. It's on its way. Be the person who already has it and it will appear in your experience. Okay, super excited about this. We're going to get into it now, into our co-create session. For those of you who are here watching the replay, hope you have a fantastic Christmas. This is the last session now. It's Christmas Eve tomorrow. At the time of recording this video, you might be watching it a lot later. Maybe it's the middle of summer and it's not Christmas. Happy summer, happy winter, happy autumn, happy spring. But yeah, at the time of recording this video, it's Christmas Eve tomorrow. I love you lots, and I wish you a very, very happy festive season. I will be back here after Christmas with some more sessions inside Virtual CoWorking Space. And in the meantime, I would love to hear from you. Please leave a comment, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I shall see you next time. Thank you so much. Let's do it. Before we begin, don't forget you can join me live online inside Virtual CoWorking Space at virtualmissfriday.com/VCS. If you like this session, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I'd love to hear your comments below, and subscribe so you don't miss any future updates. Let's begin. First of all, relax and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and then out. And keep breathing. Go to a place in your mind, somewhere beautiful that feels comfortable. Take a seat or lie down in this place and ask your higher self to join you. Your higher self is your intuition, your guide, your support. Know they are there and they are listening as you claim your best life. Stay in this place and repeat after me. I am the source, there is no other. I am safe and secure. I am happy and loved. I am healthy and beautiful. I am wealthy and successful. I am blessed with unlimited abundance. Everything always works out for me. Now repeat after me. I know I am the source and there is no other. I know I am safe and secure. I know I am happy and loved. I know I am healthy and beautiful. I know I am wealthy and successful. I know I am blessed with unlimited abundance. I know everything always works out for me. Now repeat after me. I love being safe and secure. I love being happy and loved. I love being healthy and beautiful. I love being wealthy and successful. I love being blessed with unlimited abundance. I love how everything always works out for me. Now take this time to visualize your life how you want to experience it. Now you're safe and secure. Now you're happy and loved. Now you're healthy and beautiful. Now you're wealthy and successful. Now you're blessed with abundance. Now everything has all worked out. Feel the gratitude for how amazing your life is and know you have done everything you need to do. Your higher self has heard you and will unfold it all to you at the perfect time. Thank you very much for joining me in this co-create session, and I look forward to seeing you next time.